The other beavers laughed at it. Suddenly, they were all scared away. The beaver slowly lifted its head and realized it was a king. The king handed the beaver an axe and then drew the outline of a castle on the ground. The beaver felt excited. Under the king's direction, it chopped down several logs and built a small castle. But when the king sat inside, he was not at all satisfied. The beaver worked even harder. It nearly cut down half the forest. When the king woke up, he found himself inside a towering palace that reached the clouds. He was amazed by the sight before him, but his joy didn't last long. The palace suddenly began to collapse. The king quickly escaped, barely surviving. The beaver, meanwhile, stared off into the distance. The king angrily cursed at the beaver, demanding that it reinforce the palace, but the beaver refused to obey. Enraged, the king tossed it aside and ran toward the palace himself, trying to save his castle with his own body. At that moment, a storm arrived, toppling trees. The palace was completely destroyed. The beaver clung tightly to the roots of a tree, while the king was lifted into the sky by the wind. The beaver could no longer hold back. It grabbed the axe and hurled it at the king. The king was blown far away and fell into a hole. He then pulled out a spoon, planning to have the moles build him a castle, but he didn't know that the moles were about to dig a tunnel through the underground river.